Ah, ini nge-lag ya. Ntar lu. Halo, halo. Persiapan dulu kita. Kita share-share sedikit dulu ya. Live sebentar aja paling ngerjain quest Sinora ya, mengejar Sinora.
Welcome to the world, no heroes and villains. Welcome to the war, we've only begun. So pick up your weapon and face it. There's blood on the ground, go and take it. You get one shot to make it out alive. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your bones, go and take it. This is your moment. Now is your time, so prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through and rise, rise. They will remember you. Welcome to the climb up, reach for the summit. Visions brave and one false step lead the end. So higher and higher you chase it. It's deep in your blood, go and take it. This is your moment. Take to the skies, go prove yourself and rise, rise. Make them remember you. Push through and rise. They will remember you. It is you fight among the dead, beneath the dirt. Or do you know yet? Or do you want it? And when the giants call to ask you what you're worth, do you know yet who
Lag banget hari ini. Apa berame ya yang make internet ya? Berat banget ya. Really? Okay, it's fine. Oke, let's go. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kita mulai dulu hari ini. Semoga gak kalah ya. Gue turunin deh band ini ya. Kayaknya agak-agak turunin dikit. Yep. Medium dulu. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. Go up, just get it, we go up. In it we go stars. Ain't nobody bringing us down, 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 down. Baby. Fuck off. Meledak lagi. Oh iya, kita mau ngetes ya. Gue mau ngetes dulu deh damage. Oke. See the face they may die, fly, feeding by. Ini yang ribetnya kalau nggak bawa claymore. Kudu plunging attack terus kalau nggak bawa claymore tuh agak ribet. Tapi by the way ini kita crit-nya nggak keluar ya. Padahal udah 70 crit-nya. Nah, lumayan 120.000 ya. Tapi itu udah bawa udah pakai Kujo Sara sih. Sekarang kita coba pakai Kujo Sara. Pertama Zhongli dulu. Zhongli, abis itu si Kazuha maybe. Zhongli, Kazuha, Sara sama Beidou. Sama Raiden Shogun. Ini dia Kazuha. Abis itu tadi mana? Raiden Shogun sama Kujo Sara, oke. Deploy, kita tes damage dulu. This is order. Illusion Shatter. Oke. Ini Kujo Bars. Thank you 12.000. Next kita pakai foot buff dulu ya. No banned whatsoever. But yeah, it's Zhongli actually. Kita ini dulu. Skill. Oke, 2560. Makan dulu. Foot buff ya, foot buff sama obat elektro sama ini. Oke. Kecil sih. Berarti gedean Bennett cuy. I'll still hold us under, keep holding on from 249. Kalau pakai Bennett 270. Cuman efeknya nggak segede Kazuha. Kazuha tuh lebih, kalau untuk dari segi world exploration ya, lebih fleksibel, lebih konstan ya. Kita quest Sinora dulu deh ya, khawatir nggak dapat Sinora gitu ini. Kita harus selesaiin Sinora, jadi kita bisa lawan Sinora buat dapetin material talent material buat si Raiden Shogun. Di sini Swordfish and Resistance. Swordfish and Resistance. Tell me where do I go? Tell me where do I take us? Ini kayak worldnya ini ya, nggak mirip sih, cuman ada vibe kayak di coral landnya yang di Monster Hunter World itu loh. Ada yang inget ya? Ada yang main nggak di sini? Coral Highland, iya Coral Highland. Oh tapi rame orang di sini cuy. Kota ya? Ketinggalan zaman mana asistennya? Itu dia di atas. Kita ke atas dulu deh biar anak teleport. Ambil yang teleport waypointnya dulu. Oh, ada juga di atas. Oke, dapat waypoint. Kita buka mapnya dulu yang penting ini. Ini dulu deh. They won't hide. Ini kayak teleport point gitu ya. How do I open? We're burning this world. We're living like giants. We're giants, we're bigger than giants. Hihi. Selesai. Oke, saatnya lanjutin quest. Eksplorasi belakangan lah ya. Ah. Oke, selesai. Oh, ini istananya Kokong. How do I open? We're burning this world. Giants with giants. Banget. Sorry dulu, sorry.
Understood. I will think of a way.
Take heart. We have a fresh batch of supplies in hand, and I'm working on expanding the army. I appreciate that the lack of manpower has been hard on all of you, but things are going to get better.
We're expanding the army? Oh, that's great. Whoever this mystery supporter is, they're doing us a great service. Huh? Tepe, what are you doing back on Watatsumi Island? Might I ask who?
VIP guests of Her Excellency, that's who. I'm acting under orders to escort them both here.
Oh, really? Wait, so are you the new recruit everyone's been talking about? Strength of 20 men, splits an arrow in twain from 100 paces. Skin as hard as diamond. That's you?
Manusia apa bukan ini?
Seriously? What is going on with these rumors?
You've come a long way. I'm sure you must be here on pressing business, so I won't disturb you any further. Feel free to visit me if you have any time to spare. Your Excellency, I'll take my leave.
Your Excellency, I couldn't help but overhear Okubo mention something about a third-party supporter. What was that about?
Kurniantot, gimana Bang Kurniantot?
Saying that they wish to support the Watatsumi Island
Perhatikan
resistance
rambut
movement.
TP.
To
Oke,
that end,
siap.
They also furnished us with a great deal of supplies.
Emang ada apa dengan rambut
We
TP?
can finally start recruiting troops on the scale we need to openly confront the Shogun's army on the front line.
Perhatikan sekarang apa nanti? Thanks to them, we can finally start recruiting troops on the scale that we need to openly confront. Oke, mau perang besar
I'm
berarti.
not without my doubts about the whole affair. But Watatsumi Island is hardly affluent, and these supplies are a much-needed lifeline for us. The sender's conditions were also reasonable. They simply ask us to dedicate ourselves fully to fighting against the Shogun's army. Whatever other motives they may have, we are at least aligned on this. So let's consider them an anonymous ally.
Anonymous ally.
Naturally, we shouldn't let our guard down. If you discover anything out of the ordinary, please report it to me at once.
Oke.
Your Excellency, does this mean that the food at the front line is going to get any better? I was at the field hospital the other day, and everyone.
By the way,
was begging
thank
for
you ya
some
Bang
barbecue
Kurniator
meat.
dan mampir-mampir ya. Gimana weekendnya Bang
Don't
Kurniator?
worry.
Sehat kah?
I've already made
Jangan lupa
arrangements for
like-nya
that.
ya Bang Kurniat ya.
Everyone will
Thank
have
you,
their
thank
fill of
you.
meat. alcohol.
That's fantastic.
I understand
No
how hard it's been on
alcohol.
everyone.
Oke.
The resistance
Satu
from these
poin
factions have
untuk
barely changed
Kokomi.
at all since the Vision Hunt decree was first announced. I will discuss this with the logistics division to see what further improvements can be made. However, our supplies are still limited.
Emang ya kalau namanya perang itu supplies itu sangat penting. Ransum, supply senjata, supply makanan itu harus pikirin banget. Makanya salah satu cara buat salah satu penjatuhan Jerman itu kalau nggak salah dipotong supply.
The existence of the Vision Hunt decree is baffling. The Tenryou Commission's attitude just doesn't seem to add up. And neither does the Shogun. The Tenryou Commission's zealous support for the decree seemed to come out of nowhere. And the Shogun seems completely indifferent to the fact that it has effectively caused a civil... I suspect the Vision Hunt decree won't end
Until
until
these
these
mysteries
mysteries
are
are solved.
solved.
All I can say for certain is that as long as the Vision Hunt decree remains in force, we will never give up our fight. Traveler,
Oke.
to confirm, knowing the current situation facing Watatsumi Island and the Resistance, are you still willing to fight with us? Good. Then here is your assignment. I hereby appoint you as captain of the
Captain of the Watatsumi
Special
Island.
Operations Unit.
Knight of Favonius, Captain of banyak banget jabatannya.
What? Swordfish 2? Is this the same
Mancing
swordfish
nggak
that
bang?
Luffy
Mancing
was at the
mantap
beginning of?
mania. Ntar dulu, ini
It's
gue mau
hard
ngejar
enough getting into a
Lasinora
special
dulu
ops
nih
unit at
bang,
the bottom rung,
bang
let
Bambi.
alone jumping to captain in one fell swoop.
Khawatirnya nggak sempet Lasinora ya kita ya. Gue nanti deh mancingnya. Soalnya kan Lasinora kan weekly boss. Kalau ini kelewatan weekly boss, aduh, gue belum Azdaha sama Lasinora loh.
So when do we take up our post? The members of Swordfish 2 are currently on standby in a valley to the southwest. Ronin have been causing trouble down there lately. I have already written your appointment letter, which you'll need to show them on arrival. Once the special ops unit comprises Watatsumi Island's
Elite soldiers, they can be a
They
little
can be a
rough.
little rough around the edges, but I have every confidence that you will win their...
What about me, Your Excellency? Any battles you need? I want to make a contribution.
Of course. I'll arrange some...
All right! One successful operation coming right up.
Semangat banget si TP ini ya.
You may have swiped the captaincy of Swordfish 2, but watch this space, because this guy's on his way up.
Semangat banget si TP ini. Energinya enak banget ngeliatnya.
Well, traveler, let's move out.
Let's move out. Mau mancing sih, tapi nanti deh lihat. Kayaknya kita mau ngejar Lasinora dulu yang penting ya, yang utamanya. Soalnya mengingat udah mau selesai hari Minggu, besok udah Senin. Udah mau reset weekly boss, sedangkan weekly boss kita masih belum kita kerjain. Ini aja kita belum kerjain ya Azdaha. Kayaknya abis Sinora, Azdaha baru kita ke nggak tahu Cilde ya. Gue kerjain nggak ya Cilde? Cilde kerjain lah ya. Azdaha, Sinora, sama Cilde lah kita kerjain nanti. By the way, VA English Kokomi orang Indonesia. Oh, serius? Orang Indonesia atau besar Indonesia atau Oh. Keturunan kah? Itu benderanya kebalik anjir. What the fuck, it's Poland ya? Itu bendera Poland loh. Bukan Love Indonesia ya. Love Indonesia, tapi bendera Poland. Itu gimana itu Pak Ustadz? Jangan pakai ini ya. Pakai komposisi tim yang lain dong. Salah, kebalik benderanya kebalik. Saya laporin Anda ya. Saya mau saya laporin Anda mau. Main balik-balik aja. Itu lambang negara itu Mau make a car ya Anda ya. Her Excellency brief us in expense.
Precedes you, and the appointment letter is all in order. But I still have my doubts.
About what?
I'll be straight with you. I want to know whether you have what it takes to lead us.
You mean, like...
Itu bisa lu aja, anjir. Ya kali PC gua bendera Indonesia kebalik. By the way, Indonesia ada nggak ya bendera Indonesia ya di apa namanya? Di sini ada bendera Indonesia nggak ya? Swordfish and Resistance. Halo.
Time to act. oblivion.
Kiss the fairy. Eat the fairy.
Okay.
Bang, punya
seems
baal
like you
nggak?
can hold your own.
Bang punya baal. Anjir.
Allow me to introduce myself.
Wah, balas dendam dia. Kalau saya nggak ke-trigger loh. Kalau saya nggak ke-trigger, beda sama Anda ya. Sama Anda ini, Anda satu, Anda dua. Yang kalau pakai nama Baal agak ke-trigger gitu gimana itu? Panggilnya Baal, sebut aja Neng Baal. Jokesnya anjir. Neng Baal, mau mana Neng Baal? Di kita doang ya Baal kedengeran gak enak ya. Padahal Ball itu enak juga ya nyebutnya. Ball. Tapi ya lebih enak-enaknya A atau Raiden sih. Masa Ball? Bener sih, ada yang lebih manis kenapa pilih yang pahit gitu. Enak gitu kan manggil Raiden. Atau A-chan. Kamu kok nggak mancing lagi bang? Oh iya Bem, bener Bem. Ada yang udah nggak mancing lagi nih Bem katanya Bem. Udah nggak perlu mancing-mancing ya. Tapi dia masih mancing tuh di Discord tuh, entah kenapa. Mancingnya beda. Mancingnya gini nih, cara dia mancing di Discord nih. Ya, sialan.
That's not even all of them. Whichever camp we
Iya.
attack, it's the Ronin
Oke.
captain. If we
Intinya
spread
ngebunuh
our
Ronin
teams
kan?
too
Ngebunuh
thin-
Ronin dulu kita.
All
My
right.
ball is hot. I want ball to step on my ball. I want one ball to step on my ball. Nih, kalau caranya pisang mancing sekarang gini nih, tuh gitu. Gitu dia mancingnya. Gini mancingnya. Nah. Tapi kita udah nggak kepancing. Kita masih kepancing yang di ininya. Wuhu.
Blade to the shogun! Quiver! Now you shall perish!
Get the fairy.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Witness the power of Gugwa! Rain
Woo.
outlines your fate!
Baby.
Storm the front! There is no escape! Horn to oblivion!
Takut panas nanti baal hitam.
That should be the last step!
Baal hitam. Astagfirullah. I'm fine, Paimon. I want Baal to step on my ball.
Captain,
It's getting more weirder, guys.
Captain,
Anjir, makin aneh anjir. Tapi emang gak usah nama Baal sih. Bahkan di bule pun nyebutnya ball. Itu kan gak enak juga. Sebenarnya Raiden lah. Raiden sih udah paling bener.
finally we got it done.
Lebih ada kayak ada apa namanya? Lebih berwibawa gitu kan Raiden Shogun, Raiden at least. Kalau A kan lebih ke lucu. Bola nggak? Kalau ball
come on.
secara
You're just being a
pronunciation-nya aja ball kayak bola gitu.
These guys, honestly.
Padahal
Let's go!
dari awal si Mihoyo juga udah menyebutnya Raiden Shogun ya. Kenapa gitu masih dibilang ball? Nggak ada musik. Bool. Iya, nyebutnya kita masih berkutat di bool anjir. Nah, gini aja. Sepi banget cuy, udah kayak di kuburan. Musiknya enak ya? Yang di sini. Berasa akuatik gitu. Iya itu bener.
How was it?
Bool lah, ball, Ichan, Raiden. Lebih enak gitu Raiden. Ball, biji, apa gimana?
I'm sure you're playing it down a little. Kotoku and the others put you through your paces, but with your level of ability...
By the
I'm
way,
sure it was
thank
a
you ya
walk in
Bang
the park.
Kunyata sama Bang Luyete Time
Since
udah
you're
mampir
back,
loh. Thank you
I take
very
it that
much.
the Ronin
Hope
are
you
now
guys
gone
have a
from
nice days
Watatsumi
ya.
Island? You bet! We sure showed them who's boss!
Ini
Good.
perdebatannya
And we
lagi
just
sengit
need to
ini
make
emang.
sure
Masih
Okubo
belum
keeps
kelar
a
ya.
close
Raiden
watch to
ini
prevent their
bagus enggak?
resurgence.
So, biasa aja standar ini masih
I believe in rewarding merit.
susah
So you
juga
will
sih
be
ini.
compensated for your hard work. Let me see. Too soon for another promotion, I think. I could increase your pay.
Ini suara Indonesia ini.
I gave him an assignment. He's taking part in a
Seriusan?
surprise attack against the Shogun's navy. He expressed a desire to be on the front line, so I
Ada
honored
gitu
his
orang Indonesia
wishes.
suara kayak gini.
Now, speaking of assignments,
Kecil
I have
banget
a special
suaranya.
mission I'd like to give you.
A special mission?
Yes. In between Watatsumi Island and Tatarasuna, there are some ruins relating to a god who fell in the Archon War. There are several small islands there, often used
Oh,
as a
there are
transit
some
point
ruins
when
relating
transporting
to that
supplies.
fell in the Archon War.
Recently, however,
Kemungkinan yang
supplies stored there have
spoiler
started to
alert
go
yang
missing
itulah ya.
for no obvious reason. Stranger still, the Resistance army passed by and reported they found no signs of. It's not urgent, so there is no need to leave immediately. When Teppei returns, you
You
can
can
catch up
to
with
him.
Then pick a day when the weather's good to set sail.
Is Teppei really gonna be okay? He has a tendency to
Beneran?
die into action without
Sumpah
thinking
dah,
things through.
beneran serius aku bang.
Oh,
Bener nggak
I
bohong
can't help
bang.
but feel a little worried about him. Oh, why don't we go wait for him
Sumpah
at the
bang,
training grounds?
itu orang Indonesia itu bang. Gak ada aku mau bohong-bohong bang. Bang baby. Chat ngasal deh, chat ngasal.
Long time no
Bam
see.
bam.
So, how's Swordfish 2 treating you? Getting along okay with everyone?
Well enough.
Well, you're in luck, because this seasoned veteran's got a few leadership tips for you. Raising
Aduh.
their pay will boost morale, while giving them a few bounties will act as an incentive to go the extra mile. It's also important to maintain strict discipline at all times, and finally,
Wow.
Kita sering banget main bareng TP ya. Dari update sebelumnya juga TP nempel mulu kan bareng-bareng kita.
I read it in a novel from the I Publishing House. It was a
Oh
long
iya
time
ya,
ago.
publishing house.
You wouldn't believe how many dongo it took to convince my friend to let me borrow it.
You're seriously gonna use a novel to tell people how to run an army? Pretty sure that's called being an armchair general.
Ha! That's where you underestimate me. That's right. I'm learning military management on the job now. Just like you.
You
You'd better
too?
believe it. Thanks to my outstanding achievements in the recent naval battle, I have officially been made the captain of my very own special operation
units.
brand new unit, Herring 1. What do you think? Pretty awesome, right?
Okay.
I spoke to Her Excellency, and she says our uniforms are in production. Let's go collect them together once they're ready. Everything's going great. Our mystery sponsor supplies will really help turn things around.
Excited banget sih ini orangnya TP.
Uniform too?
No.
Of course. You're a recognized member of the Watatsumi Island Resistance.
Bang Bajiman. Anjing. Baji son.
Captain, a new assignment has come
Mikey.
in.
Emang suaranya si Baji gitu kah? Mikey. Nande.
Thank you, soldier. I'll be there on the double. All right.
Tapi gue nggak ngikutin loh Tokyo Revenger.
I'll overtake you if you're not careful.
Gue ngikutin manganya ya kan, cuman nggak terlalu serius juga yang sampai gue bisa ingat nama-namanya, plotnya segala macam. Paling plot sih ingat lah dikit-dikit, cuman kalau sampai nama karakter nggak terlalu gue inget ya. Tudra, ya mungkin jatuhnya lagi anti. I'm being a jerk gitu. Jadi sesuatu yang terlalu mainstream, gue akhirnya males banget ya kan, orang-orang terlalu excited, jadi ya akhirnya sebenarnya itu bukan masalah ya, sesuatu yang terlalu mainstream, cuman akhirnya I'm being a jerk and jadi males gitu, hype gue jadi turun ketika orang-orang hype tinggi, gue lagi turun ya gue nggak terlalu itu aja sih, sebenarnya salah juga kan, sebenarnya nggak masalah sih kalau misalnya hype kita tetap ngikutin kan, cuman kalau gue agak ataupun story-nya gue kurang suka aja sih.
He must have been working super hard. Let's take a break, then go check out.
Archon War Ruins. Oke. Oh, ini ada apa dia tuh? Di mana nih? Di mana? Di bawah kah? Oh, itu dia. Mencurigakan. Oh, di sini. Oh, ini Archon War Ruin. Di sini toh. Makanya jadi ketika Baji mati, gue juga nggak tahu, gue nggak ikutin plotnya ya. Emang kalian pada ngikutin nggak sih? Tokyo Revenger sampai yang ngikutin bener-bener ngikutin gitu nggak sih? Apakah se-excited itu kah? Se-exciting itu kah Tokyo Revenger? Gue sempat ngikutin, bukan ngikutin sih. Jadi kan dulu kan manganya udah agak lama kan keluarnya. Udah berapa itu chapter, udah jauh banget. Gue udah baca sampai agak jauh, cuman ya mungkin karena gue kurang suka sama genre-nya, jadi nggak terlalu nempel gitu. Jadi ketika karakter ini mati, gue nggak terlalu tahu juga. Dan nggak berkesan di gue juga sih Tokyo Revenger. Tapi secara apa ya bahasanya ya? Secara genre dia agak unik ya, agak terobosan baru gitu loh. Jatuhnya supernatural nggak sih? Science fiction ya, kalau ada time travelingnya ini. Ada time travelingnya tuh science fiction kan jatuhnya. Science fiction digabung sama mafia itu ya.
Be the place.
Apa ya bahasanya ya?
Sankanomio is right. It doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
Oke, pasti ada pola ini. Oh nggak bisa, berarti sini dulu. Oke. Seriusan ini? What? Oke. Pasti ada polanya kan? Tokyo Revenger animasi fight-nya lebih bagus dari Jujutsu. Ah, seriusan? Masa? Padahal kan dia cuman drama berkedok action berkedok drama ya kan? Oke, this is getting suck. Gak kena dong aimnya. Oke, jadi idiot kita. Satu.
Yikes! A huge launch, Hero! Was it drawn out
What?
by the electro energy?
Everybody stand back!
Woo!
Glory to the Shogun! Struck! Now you shall perish!
Bisa ya ngelawan Electro Lavature?
Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was
Tokyo Revenger
pretty
animasi.
tough.
Seriusan? Ntar gue cek deh. Tapi kalau bohong awas lo ya Bem ya. Awas lo. Nggak mungkin nggak sih? Masa lebih bagus daripada Jujutsu sama Kimetsu? Kimetsu sama Jujutsu bagus banget itu.
The atmosphere here gives I'm on the creeps. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe?
Lah ini siapa?
Wow, this is a surprise.
Lah lah lah.
Didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line.
Rambutnya kenapa begitu?
Figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
Are you alright there, buddy?
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. I guess I came here for nothing.
Tepe, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, it could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far
Iya,
away
rambutnya
from Orobashi's
rambutnya agak
remains.
abu-abu ya kebanding tadi.
Urabashi?
A god. Look, there's the corpse.
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a
Rambutnya
guardian
jadi
deity.
abu-abu, Bem.
But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori. The Raiden shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no
Muso no
Hitotachi.
Hitotachi.
That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gord.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gord?
Yes,
Gila, satu slash
the
doang.
Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the shogun lost something. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the
Efek non
shogunate,
vision
but
user.
our different beliefs
Oh,
have
oh dia
nothing
pakai
to do with
delusion.
why the resistance was formed.
TP
We
pakai
only rose
delusion.
up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the shogun stood up and put a stop to. But now that the shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time. All right, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather. You should report back to Sangonomiya as soon as possible.
Don't say
Don't
her.
stay. Hey, don't worry about me.
Cir. Oh, makanya berarti yang bisa pakai delusion cuma orang-orang
He
bervision.
sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogun. Let's report back to...
Jadi makin cepat umurnya nambah ya. Makin tua. Gue kira karena efek radiasi dari pulau ini. Gila, sebentar banget. Cuman beda berapa menit itu. Cuman selisih berapa scene doang kan kita sama TP tadi terakhir ketemu. Udah jadi tua. Udah kayak curious apa nama? Curious itu on Benjamin Button ya? Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Ya nggak sih? Curious Case of Benjamin Button bukan?
Kokumi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too!
Oh, si manusia anjing. Padahal mah ini rubah tuh, bukan anjing.
What?
Approximately how many people are
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokumi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging.
Oh.
I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt Decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
Oh.
So
Ah,
that's why the war has been
sponsor.
going unusually well.
Sponsor mah udah ketebak.
But risky secret weapons are not the
Cilde
answer.
kan juga sponsor
We must
kan?
put a stop to it immediately.
Kemungkinan Fatui
Have
yang
you managed
jelas.
to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Do you know something about this?
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
Anjir.
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that.
Kalau tua
There's no
kena efek
time.
radiasi pulau,
Right
Kokomi
now,
udah
we
tua.
need to
Oh iya
inform
benar.
the whole country ceasing
Sumur
their
maskur.
delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment.
Anjir.
I just hope we'll be in time to save them.
Maskur di bawah
Wait a
dong.
second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms,
Oh, TP.
surely he can't. Let's.
Taruh. Mati kameranya. Kamera aing mati, bentar. Oke. Di bawah-bawah dong orang tua beneran. Itu orang tua beneran itu. Look for TP. Iya, berarti TP punya vision, delusion ya. Namanya ya udah jelas ya, vision. Vision itu kan visi penglihatan ya kan. Delusion sendiri ilusi, berarti nggak nyata itu skillnya. Efeknya itu nggak nyata. Berarti ada yang dikorbanin pasti. Ya ampun, TP mau-maunya ya dikerjain sama Fatui. Nyari TP kan kita? Nih kah? Cari sesuatu di wilayah ini. Bukan nyari TP ini. Oh, ini dia TP.
Oh,
Anjir, tua banget.
hey guys. What are you doing here? Just a moment. Let me get up. It's weird.
Onje nggak punya vision tapi delusion. Makanya tua banget ya si
Oh,
Onje.
right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full detail of fighting the Shogun's army at
Anjir,
sea.
saking mau
Taking on
berkontribusinya
Shogunate
dia.
samurai all by myself. Rescuing my comrades from an ambush. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance.
Anjir. Efeknya nyeremin banget. Cuman
Where's my secret weapon gone? It wasn't
jeda
long
waktunya berapa
after you
lama
were
kita
the
ketemu
captain of
Kokomi
Swordfish
jatuhnya?
2.
Udah berapa hari lah
Gave it to
jatuhnya
me
kan?
And said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, it's just like a vision, delusion. So, what's the gosh? Well, I suppose it's not too surprising
Pressing that
that a
mystery weapon.
mysterious weapon of
Iya, pasti ada
unknown
bayarannya.
origins would come with its risks.
Istrinya ilusi itu. Enggak, bukan istrinya delusion, Bam. Dianya delusi si Onjinya.
I've been
Anjir.
getting more and more
Astagfirullah.
tired over the past few
Iya, itu
days.
delusi itu si
I have
Onje itu.
this
Matanya itu delusi dia.
strange sense of dread.
Udahlah, itu kawinin Bam, suka aja. Nggak suka kalau orang senang ya
At
Bam.
first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. This is a real shame. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the god. Hey, when our uniforms are ready, grab mine. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner.
Mati ini ya.
As soon as
Mati
I've
anjir.
rested up, I'll be
Pepe,
Mati.
hey, where are you going? Hey!
Mati ini TP.
How's Tepe's condition? I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few...
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they...
Okay. I'll leave you
Saking
to deal
mereka
with the
pengen punya
situation.
kekuatan ya.
I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover... What are your thoughts? No, it's too big. The Sakoku to organize an operation of this scale.
They will
They will
have
have had
to
to mobilize a
mobilize
huge amount
manpower.
of manpower and resources. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. It's dangerous to go alone.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are... If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their...
Very true.
Let
I
me
gave
think.
this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions.
Oh, berarti
The site
ngancurin
of the factory
pabriknya.
must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure that not many places meet these criteria. And if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the place.
Shiori Island.
I'm not going to stop you. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you.
Oke, let's go.
You mean to the delusion?
Saya mencium bau penggibahan di sini.
Really?
Tadi
You're
ada yang
going
nyebut
to
Bang
get over
Maskur.
fast?
Apa Bem? Nyebut apa tadi Bem?
Fine.
Lagi bahas-bahas delusi ya kan. Tadi kan gue bilang, gue kira TP mentua itu gara-gara mentua itu gara-gara pulaunya ada radiasi gitu kan. Tapi enggak, katanya si Bambi, kalau misalnya pulaunya bikin tua, itu si Kokomi itu udah tua Marskur itu. Hey, tua itu hanya umur cuy. Apalah arti tua muda, tua bangka. Oke, cari apa kita di sini? Enter the Delusion Factory. Di mana? Sini. Oh, dungeon ya. Kabur si Bambi. di gas kabur doi. Quick setup. Bawa siapa ya? Lain aja lah. Khawatirnya dibutuhin ya. Perlu bawa krayo nggak sih di sini? Nggak perlu kan? Bawa jongli harusnya tadi. Tuh. Wih. Kampret. Kaget aing. Tua itu cuma umur. Lihat Kli umur tua baru kecil. Betul. Itu betul perumpamaan yang betul-betul salah anjir.
Quiver! No turning. Let me weave you a verse, body and mind.
Can't run.
Torn to oblivion.
Oke. Oh, ada ini nih, bone marrow. Oh, bahannya bone marrow. Bahan dari delusion itu ya. Kemungkinan bone marrow. Tua itu hanya umur, betul. Hanya angka ya kan?
Is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. We haven't seen that. Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rizu? So the Conjure Commission are...
Now you shall perish.
Baby. Berarti bahannya bone marrow. The situation of the Inazuma Civil War is presently uncertain. The longer this conflict drags, the more advantage. Oh iya, makin banyak konflik, makin laku kan penjualan. Damage kok 2k. Aduh, damage kok 2k. Itu apa itu? Geli banget itu. If there are any accidents, assist in second lead, Nathan escape and silence all who might reveal our influence. Iya benar, ini satu ini. Di balik ada perang, di situ ada pedagang senjata kan. Mana nih? Iya. Manjat doang ribet amat sih.
Yikes! It looks dangerous.
Iya.
We better watch our step or we might get hit.
Oh, elektro, lantainya ada elektronya. Damage kok 2k. Ini apa ini?
Illusion shattered.
Iya. Gara-gara ngebaca damage kok 2k, mulai nyalahin orang ya kan.
Shine down.
Ribet amat sih dungeonnya. Oh, kita kesana berarti. Loncatnya telat. Kicking damage 3k dihina. Itu bal damage gua dipuji. Iya dong. Dipuji dong. Aduh, jatuh lagi. Beda. Ini Queen of Electro. Itu Slave of Electro itu. Lama amat. Mana lagi? Belum kan? Satu lagi di mana? Satu lagi di... Oh, sini ya. Oh, enggak. Ini kan pintu masuk pertama. Oh, yang tadi nggak kita ambil atuh. Idiot bener. Iya, yang pertama tadi nggak kita ambil ya. Yang sini. Nah. Lupa diambil. Iya. Harus setelah lagi nih. Yep.
There is no escape.
Caking itu apa ya balasannya ya? Damage 2k. Cara muji damage 2k gimana ya? Bingung kan? Iya. Manakah? Sinikah? Apaan sih Om? Udah minum airline belum? Airline apa Bem?
Intruder spotted!
Halo, halo.
What's listen to the work of the harbingers? You'll never get out of here alive!
Aduh, nggak ada.
Let's light it up.
Nggak ada ini lagi sialan. Nggak ada ini kita. Tadi mati, jadi nggak ada energi.
Storm the front. Strike. Shine down. Everybody stand back. Let me
You
lead
can run.
Inazuma shines eternal.
Aduh, ini udah nggak bawa elektro kita.
Glory to the Shogun. There is no escape. I'm going in. Rain cutter. Yes. Torn to oblivion.
Woo, baby.
Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon!
No turning back. Everybody stand.
Everybody stand back.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate. Quiver. Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Mana nih? Woo, baby.
You actually managed to
Oh,
find this place.
Scaramouche.
Congratulations. Barely 2 words in, and you already look like you want me dead. Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? You're getting all worked up over nothing.
You're getting weak.
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least
Oh,
having
typical.
one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any
Typical
idea
orang
how
yang pakai
useful the
logika
Vision
ya.
Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power
makin naik
draw
dia
in
ya.
the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world. Trading their life for supreme power.
Halo Bang Garu, siang
Pretty good
Bang.
deal.
Siang juga Bang Garu. Gimana kabar Bang Garu?
The Fatui
Started
started
the
the
vision.
Vision Hunt decree? You've been
Oh,
behind it all along?
jadi dia yang
From the
ngontrol.
outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity.
Mereka yang ngontrol
With
si
a little
Raiden
effort,
berarti ya.
We were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches
Baal.
things out over a long time.
Ball,
But each
ball,
moment within
ball,
it
Raiden.
becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment. Then the more it takes from them,
The
the
more
more
tightly
tightly
they
they
hold.
hold on to it.
Iya.
And the more
Karena manusia
incompetent they
bawaannya
are,
padahalnya
the
pengennya
more
power kan.
determined they are to
Semakin
fight it.
biarpun power itu memberikan
It's such a farce.
kayak tumbal, perlu
You
tumbal,
have to see the funny side.
pasti mereka mau. Gagu. Bansinya gagu
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it!
Embrace the
The
anger.
wrath of the gods fills his factory, and it feeds on your
Kabar baik
anger.
bang, udah pulang? Udah bang, pulang ke rumah si nya. Bang Garu sendiri udah pulang belum nya? Hah? Oh, nggak mungkin lah sekelas Yai Miko, apa namanya, tunduk di bawah Fatu ya.
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3.
Iya, pemandangannya enak bener bangun-bangun.
Come on. Oh, you recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed.
Iya,
This is good
iya.
news.
Gue juga mau pemandangan kayak gini.
It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something.
Oh iya, bentar. Be right back.
How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Ku tinggal dulu ya, dapat notif mangga update, malah di spoiler Wahyu. Oke, siap-siap. Makasih ya Bang Maskur ya. Manga apa nih? Pulang di PT 73 Bang, di build jadi support. Good choice. Emang pada dasarnya kan dia support ya. Pakai apa Bang Garu buildnya? Ya, personality-nya the best Bang. Gue suka banget. Oke, kita lihat dulu. Gue belum lihat, no spoiler. Gue cuman sepintas-pintas doang sih ngelihat orang-orang main ini. Tapi gue belum tahu gimana dianya.
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other shrine maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society.
At the moment?
At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please. Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our back!
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, Well, maybe you should be worrying less about... Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
4 emblem pakai Favo, nunggu garpu somai jadi mancing-mancing dulu. Oh iya benar. Startnya gimana? Pakai attack sama R atau elektro sama attack nih? Iya Bang Garu.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it.
Itu udah paling
I need
bagus
your
sih. Emblem
actions, not your words.
emblem set udah paling benar ya.
The delusions. They're still on your mind,
Aren't
aren't
they?
they?
Yes.
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole
Emang udah paling
army.
bagus emang Garpu itu, the catch itu udah paling benar kok. Iya ya, mirip colokan somai itu yang di kondangan-kondangan yang warnanya pink, biru-biru kayak gitu ya
With their
bentuknya.
stronghold exposed, I doubt the
10 jam
Valentine is
kan
stubborn
mancing baru bisa
enough
dapat
to
gitu.
try and retaliate
Bang,
now
gelantungan
on
dong,
his
bacot
colleagues'
lah Gil.
behalf.
Gil,
It would be more
push rank Gil.
trouble than-
Udah belum? 5
I
ini ya,
must
5 win
say,
rate-nya.
I
5
would
win streak.
relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that's Ongonamiya Kokomi. She really outdid herself
But
this
less.
time. I'd love to have another chat with her again and
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus. You've met her, right? I'm not talking about the puppet.
Oh,
I
puppet.
mean her. You've met her, yes? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun.
Oh,
who
jadi yang pertama
meditates
kali kita
endlessly on
lawan
the plane
pertama
of
itu
Euthymia to
bener
preserve her
Ei-chan
being.
ya. Bang, gelantungan dong. Udah. Serius udah 5 win streak. Udah Kara Gil. Nanti gua lihat ya. Kalau misalnya belum, enggak. Serius udah belum? Yes, the true Raiden Shogun. Oh, berarti yang pertama kita lawan. Berarti yang mau eksekusi si Toma pertama kali itu puppetnya atau Ei-chan-nya?
Her name is
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn
Yeah.
to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet.
Berarti jatuhnya Archon ini tetap mortal ya. Itu kan physical body eventual turn to dust. Berarti tetap mortal mereka kan. Pakai dua bang kalau Aeon ER Goblet attack, kalau Aeon attack Goblet Electro. Kalau di party ada 2 Electro pakai yang Aeon attack. Oh, jadi tapi attacknya 11-12 sih ya. Yang di dalam domain itu yang si A. Berarti sepintas kalau ketika puppetnya masuk portal itu seketika puppetnya langsung hilang ya. Langsung ganti ke Ei-chan langsung. Atau makanya puppetnya kemana?
And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her soul,
Oh,
where she
pedangnya.
remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
Gue juga mau jadi pedangnya.
That place that she carved open with her sword.
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her
Kemarin sempat
existence.
nyoba Aeon ER terus Goblet Electro damage-nya jadi 100% lebih. Oh iya, karena kan ER-nya nambah ke Electro damage juga kan.
She shuts herself off in her inner
Kayaknya kalau
world,
kita
leaving all the
ER-nya
outside world to be dealt with
cuman
by
di angka
puppet,
80-an gak sih?
who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity.
This is the
the
approach
A
A has
come up
come.
with for realizing eternity.
Iya, erosion.
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liu as Archon.
Puppetnya yang ngurus lower domain si A. Tapi A yang ngatur kan?
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhongli was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child.
Oh iya bener.
Throwing a temper tantrum and
Ini
locking
udah kayak
herself in her
kakaknya
room.
sih ya Miko
The
ini ya.
grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear.
The fear of
The
loss.
fear of loss. The truth is, you want to save the people of Inazuma from
From
the
the
Vision
Vision
Hunt
Hunt
decree.
Decree.
So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it.
Jadi nggak mau ditinggalin A-nya juga ya sama si
The
Miko
key
ya.
is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may.
So this is your plan? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by,
You're a fast learner.
The last
In
chance.
short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
Why me?
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia
Agak-agak
is a
naif
space
sih
where
ya
only
sebenarnya
she
si
is allowed
Ether
to
ataupun
exist.
Lumia ini tergantung
The fact that
siapa
you
yang kita
could
pilih.
appear there tells us
Dia selalu
one
mempertanyakan
crucial
kenapa
thing.
kenapa dia gitu. Padahal dia udah tahu sendiri bahwa dia ini sudah bukan makhluk biasa ya kan. Dia bukan mortal dari Deviant. Jadi emang ada hubungan sama dia pasti. Paling tidak dia yang bisa melakukan banyak hal dibanding orang-orang biasa.
That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because
has no one else ever been in there?
Kalau air di atas 50 mending Goblet Electro biar ngangkat attack. Oke, siap. Goblet Electro. Oh. Kalau air di atas 250 mending Goblet Electro. Nggak kebalik kah? Kalau Goblet harusnya kalau air di atas 250 Gobletnya attack. Karena Electro-nya itu didapetin dari ER gitu bang, kebalik. Kalau misalnya, jadi kenapa yang goblet elektro itu karena orang-orang jam pasirnya ER, jam pasir ER kenapa pakai gobletnya attack. Tapi kenapa orang-orang gobletnya elektro itu karena jam pasirnya attack. Jadi bahasanya tuh pengen balance antara attack sama elektronya. Jadi dimainin ER sama itunya, goblet sama Eonnya. Tapi sebenarnya perbedaan tuh nggak terlalu signifikan kok. Yang penting tuh substatnya ya yang lebih utama ya. Tapi emang bagusnya jam pasir ER itu lebih cepat ngisi dia punya elemental burst.
It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Oke.
Wait, you're leaving?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special
Anti-Shogun training.
just for you. Come along.
Kenapa gak Zhongli aja God of Eternity? Kenapa itu? Emang kenapa Bem Zhongli? Zhongli kenapa nih? Build Yasuo apa bang? Pakai Warmog, pakai Randuin Omen, pakai Trinity Force, itu pakai pokoknya. Yanto tuh jangan di build crit ya, build Yanto tuh build Baron aja Wahyu. By the way, thank you udah mau mampir ya Ayu ya. Push rank dulu ntar malam push rank lagi lah. Semalam kemana yuk? Nggak ada ke lu. Padahal rame loh anak-anak semalam. Iya kita ada 2 tim nih sebenarnya. 3-3 bisa ya kalau misalnya ada 6 orang. 3-3 nih enak bisa sebenarnya. Weapon Belum juga AP banget ngubah air jadi iya benar setuju banget gue. Makanya emang kalau memungkinkan sih dikejar itu weapon Belum-nya ya.
And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can
Arkon yang abadi cuma Zhongli doang. Venti nggak abadi kah? Nah makanya pertanyaan gue, Venti nggak abadi kah?
Unless of course her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big
Udah
help,
IS
don't
tadi.
you think?
IS apa? Ketiduran semalam. Oke, siap.
The aim is to try to not get hit by the attack.
Semalam 2 kali main bagus sih. 2 kali main bagus, 2 kali main jelek
I
semalam.
presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle.
Harus coba komposisi tim lain kita ya bang. Emang harus banyak cobain. Ini ngapain sih? Complete anti Raiden Shogun. Fuck off, come on. Ya. Yeah. Complete avoid beating. Oke, finishing move. Number of time hit. Kena 1 kali. Wah anjir, ini disuruh ngapain sih? Lupa gua. Aduh, idiot banget. Anjir. Iya, mamma mia. Mamma mia. Rip aim. Ini disuruh ngapain sih? Oh, for being hit by finishing move. Baal yang lebih kuat dari Venti aja mati. LS low streak. Oh, tadi low streak. Ntar lu. Kayaknya makanya, tapi Venti sendiri umur panjang kan? Mati aing.
The mortal plane of
Taruh. Disuruh ngindar doang ya? Oh iya. Ini buat nanti kita ketemu sama Raiden sama si Eichan ya. Kuat doang, nggak ngerjamin lu hidup. Madara contohnya. Itu hindari semua Bang Easy. Oke. Berarti cuma ngindar doang. Refleks gue jelek banget anjir. Iya. Kalau Bedo bisa ditangkis nggak ini? Oke, ganti ini. Gitu doang. Zongli tembus lu pakai shield tetap dihitung kena. Oh. Udahlah, ngindar-ngindar aja lah.
So how come you know so much about...
Perhaps it's because I'm the
Oh.
Electro Archon's servant.
What? Like Devalin is to Barbados?
Telinga rubah. Oh
Seems
iya,
like
oke
you'd
deh.
be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
Iya.
In your dreams. More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore. Wouldn't you
Kitsune
say?
berarti ya si ini ya, si Miko.
A nation to last for all eternity is a
It's a
dream that she
and I both share.
share.
Hindarin kun.
But I don't think
Kalau
that's
ribet
the
kalau
same thing
hindarin
as
semua.
complete
Nggak, udahlah,
stasis.
udah selesai.
At some point, she
Itu
started
kan tapi
going
kan
down a path
si
that became
si
increasingly
Baal
difficult
itu
for me
sendiri
to
mati
join
karena
her
perang
on.
kan, bukan karena umurnya habis kan. Makanya Arkon ini umurnya bisa habis apa enggak
You
sih?
know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will
Oh
remain
iya,
forever how it was.
pintar.
In her mind,
Tapi
at
nggak
least.
gitulah.
Since we've embarked on two very different
Kenapa nggak
paths to
dapet cepat?
eternity, I can either continue
Whips,
to maintain the
nggak yuk.
status
Kemarin
quo
abis
or
install
do
ulang, mau
whatever
gue
it
download
takes
lagi,
to
males
bring her
banget,
back
4
on
GB.
track,
Selalu kelupaan mau gue download.
regardless of the cost.
2 kali itu lari-lari. Apa yang 2 kali itu lari-lari? Udah selesai.
I have chosen the latter because
Buat ngindarin yang
if
nanti kan sebenarnya,
stubbornly
yang di dalam
isolating
Plane
herself
of
in the
Euthymia
plane
itu.
of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal servant is to drag her back out of her own head and into.
Aw, Miko.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being?
Ini sebenarnya ini udah mulai hype nih kayaknya. Semenjak apa? Kayaknya semenjak Miko kelihatan, mulai tuh udah Miko Wen.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for
There's a part 2?
Oke, part 2. Oh, 2 kali lari-lari. Oke. Lebih susah kayak yang kedua. Oh, waduh sambil nyerang.
Glory to the Shogun! There is no escape! No, my
Nggak kena, nggak kena.
Strike.
Waduh, kena lagi.
Everybody
Buat ini ya, buat
storm the front. Shine down. Flash.
iya. Beresin yang ini dulu deh,
Adventure time.
yang kacur-kacurnya.
Witness the power of Fuhua. I'm going in. I'm at my limit. Struck. Torn to oblivion.
Jangan sotoy lu, abadi cuman bakal kena erosi. Zhongli ratusan tahun lagi bisa menghancurkan dunia dan sekitarnya. Ini mulai liar nih yuk, ada yang mulai liar ini. Sumpah dah, tahu dari mana itu?
Finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably.
Itu sumber dari
I
mana,
can see
Bem?
your determination and your hard work.
Erosi itu apa? Badan erosi itu sendiri kan beda kan sama corrosion. Corrosion itu kan berkarat ya kan. Erosi itu kan kayak erosi, kena erosi, erosion. Terkikis kan erosi itu, terkikis kayak batuan itu terkikis, kena iklim, kena cuaca itu erosi kan? Iya kan itu kan erosi.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden?
How do I put this?
Wait, what? So,
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances? You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself...
Aku bikin teori sendiri kayak Wither of Blair. Cosplay UB dia beropini tapi nggak ada dasarnya. Oke. Lagi mensarkas si Bambi, lagi sarkas dia. Udahlah si UB.
Considering even their visions have been taken from them. And
Kan kalau Wahyu kan nggak suka
statue,
ngomongin orang kalau nggak ada orang.
they are
Itu
ultimately
itu
quite
Pak itu
helpless.
kesatria tuh yuk.
you don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of
Tapi kan lu yang ngomongin ini cosplay UB. Mana nih sifat kesatria lu
I
yang
don't mean to
dulu
belittle
ada?
them.
Udah hilang
On
kah?
the contrary, it is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is. In short, if everything goes according to plan,
Udah nggak usah main
they
Genshin
may
lu Wahyu.
attempt to be helpful. Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests.
Next ke Narukami, Grand Narukami Shrine lagi. Genshin gua udah tamat, Bem, udah tamat. 36 star ya. Tolak ukur tamatnya itu 36 star. Kenapa nggak di-uninstall, Bem, kalau udah tamat? Uyu kalau udah tamat. Daripada berat-beratin mendingan download ML
we
ya
can
kan.
talk here. You asked me about the plan. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Riset,
You must understand
Yep.
the situation you are facing.
riset.
The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun. The ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity. Yes, this is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go
UB
on.
itu khusus gue dulu, kan pernah gue bilang. Oke. Jadi
Now,
selain lu nggak boleh
we
ngomong
also
UB
know
ya.
that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryo Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away. No negotiation.
Tenryo Commission working siapa ya? Kanjo Commission betrayed the Shogun in Longo. Tenryo Commission.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of... Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the two rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, Unfortunately, given that said antagonist
Ngejual
is under the
senjata ya,
protection
sebenarnya
of
mereka
2
ini tujuannya.
commissions
Udah
of the
kayak zaman
Raiden
dulu kan kayak
Shogun,
gitu kan.
we would be
Orang-orang
rather
Inggris yang
hard-pressed to track them
ngejual
down.
senjata ke orang Jepang buat Civil War kan kalau nggak salah. Inggris ya? Iya, intinya orang Eropa lah. Orang Eropa ngejual senjata kan dulu. Zhongli story-nya yang pas di Azaha itu dikasih tahu erosi itu apa? Iya, tapi apa dia bilang akan menghancurkan Liyue? Oh iya, itu yang dimaksud di Wahyu. Bem. Perasaan kata-kata yang menghancurkan Liyue itu Liyue.
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds...
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the
Tenryou
shogunate.
Commission.
If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be
Lebih
able
apa
to get
bikin
you
you
another
narrow
audience
audience?
with the Raiden Shogun. I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time.
Oh,
She
Kujo
also
Sara.
appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine.
Kapan gue
when
bilang
there's an
gitu
active
yuk?
warrant for
Kagak
your
punya
arrest.
mata ya? Donate aja mata. Yang ini tadi. Mana ya tadi ya? Zhongli abadi cuman bakal kena erosi. Zhongli ratusan tahun lagi bisa ngancurin Liyue dan sekitarnya. Itu tuh maksudnya apa tuh Bem? Maksudnya si Wahyu.
Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're
Affirmative.
It seems that you're forgetting. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun?
Si Yamiko nih manfaatin posisi dia sebagai temannya Shogun juga ya.
Guji-ai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to
Pinter
do with
dia,
it.
pinter banget.
Tell your subordinates to leave.
All of you outside.
As you wish.
Pinter dia. Itu di atas apa Tot? Iya tadi kan Zhongli bisa menghancurkan Liyue dalam.
Guji-ai,
Tadi lu bilang
I'm
gitu
a
sih
little
Bem.
curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior,
Even though she will one day.
the Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course. And I shall not.
Oh, it's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees.
Ya, semakin banyaknya make delusion, makin berkurang penduduk Inazuma ya.
And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission.
Win-win
they're
solution,
the ones
civil war
keeping the
terus
truth from
berjalan,
reaching the Shogun.
orang-orangnya makin lemah. Fatui ini, pinter banget di Fatuinya.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the
Yes, that's exactly what.
Guji Yai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan. I have seen and heard
adopted.
nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no
Okay.
Hitotachi more than anyone.
Kujo
My own
Takayuki,
respect
ada
for the
lagi
Shogun
karakter baru.
pales in comparison to his.
Bukan Zhongli yang ngomong langsung kalau erosi bisa ngancurin Liyue. Emang ada buktinya itu si Azdaha kena erosi jadi nyiram. Oh, jadi erosi itu lebih ke corruption ya. Maksudnya tuh lebih ke situ. Corruption itu maksud dari erosi ya berarti ya. Bukan erosi yang ngancurin. Ah, males ngomong sama Wither.
How could he ever even dream of
Iya,
acting
itu kalau nggak salah
against the
salah satu
Shogun?
hal yang menyebabkan Azdaha jadi apa namanya sentient gitu gara-gara ini ya, gara-gara erosion ya. Oh iya benar-benar. Thank you. Bikin tutorial 5 menit langsung diamond bang. Bacot. Cari tim yang bagus digendong.
3 days. Come back here. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they and so. It falls
Kameranya
easy to
kenapa
place the
begini
truth
sih?
before your eyes. In all, it's
3 days? I'll be here. But if he will have to come.
wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days.
Cantik sih si
That was
Miko.
so scary. Paimon wasn't but Miko, you mentioned evidence.
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Aduh,
As plans go,
pinter.
changing the deity's mind is a
Cunning
huge
banget sih
gamble to
si
begin
Miko ini.
with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god.
Okay, but what are we gonna...
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help.
The professional. Siapa aja? Profesional siapa? Kita lihat. Kayaknya oh si Tanuki kah? Find the helper. Mana helpernya? Quest area reach. Ini dia. Oh si ini, si di Fury. Enggak dong, kan itu bentuk manusia tuh.
What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a tanuki. I'm a muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the she doesn't look very...
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Wow, a ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato
Oh,
Ayato.
di bawah Kamisato Ayato. Ninja Clan ya?
Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right. However, convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities.
Sayu.
Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to...
You make it sound so simple, but...
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by
Delusion.
now. All right then. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But
Okay.
since the three commissions work
Skip
together to
Kiki
serve the
versi 4.
Shogun, they have a
Bagusan
close
ini loh kalau nggak salah. Karena bisa
Someone
nge-scroll
from one
itu.
of the other commissions might
Burst-nya
have an
bisa
easier
ngebantu
job of
ngurangin
figuring out what
resistance
they're up
musuh
to.
juga. Tapi rata-rata yang bocil-bocil aneh-aneh ya kelakuannya ya. Nggak ada yang normal. Apa sengaja dibuat kayak gitu ya sama Mihoyo ya?
Now you're
Buat
following me.
dibuat gimmick gitu kan.
The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet. But with the help of this Shiumatsuban ninja, don't forget we're on a tight schedule here.
Oke. Berarti kita langsung proof of guilt. Proof of guilt. Billets. Komore Tea House. Anjir ngantuk banget. Astagfirullah.
Toma! Toma! You there?
Toma.
We're back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss.
Duluan bang mau solo
I'll get
diamond.
someone
Oke
to
oke
call
thank
for Miss
you.
Kamisato. Bear with me for
Good
1
luck buat
second.
diamondnya. The current situation.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand.
Anjir.
You need evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the resistance for... I used to think that she simply didn't care. But looking at it
Ih,
now,
copot lagi.
perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryo Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryou Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would. Meanwhile,
The
the
Shogun
Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt Decree poses no
threat
threat
and
and
will
would
stick
stick
to
to
her
her decision.
decision. Yeah.
If we had.
But as I recall, it's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Iya, kita jadi pancingan.
Yoimiya's fire.
That's a very Toma sound,
Oh.
but it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryou Commission. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryou Commission and take the report, as well.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down. Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot out. Oh man, I want to go to the hot.
Let's focus on the issue at hand.
Tomanya
The
juga
sooner
diincer
the
ya.
Vision Hunt Decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryou Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get.
Alright, first let's go to Hanamizaka to find.
Berarti kita minta buatin kembang api sama si Yoimiya.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. This
Extra large As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple, but it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Don't worry, it's just a firework, come on.
We'll give it a try.
Okay. Go to the destination location near the Tenryou Commission headquarters. Kalau minggu ini bawaannya ya Allah, mau ngomong juga bingung mau ngomong apaan. Bersinar di atas. Ada apaan? Di atas sana ada apaan? Ada apa itu di atas sana? Oh, itu Narcomic Shrine. Malam-malam bersinar gitu ya. Jam 00. Jam 00. Iya, nggak nyampe. Iya, bodo amat. Sini deh.
loads and loads of people. If we need to get rid of them, or I won't be able after I get the document. Let's meet back. Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue.
Sayunya nggak pede dari awal. Gak ada apa-apa nih di sini.
Firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
My apologies. Kamore Tea House only accepts guests of sufficient status. Please don't enter without permission.
Ngeprank berarti kita jatuhnya ya. Iya, sayunya belum balik.
Well, how did it go? Well done.
Ketangkap kan sayunya? Goblok aja.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I
Males
feel
dia.
so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find the document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui.
Correspondence
It seems that
with the Fatui.
Kujiaye was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Kujiaye. I trust you will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Kujiaye. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for our meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pick up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami.
Lady Guji, here I am.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here.
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them.
What is this?
The brilliant lightning reaches out across Inazuma, displaying the eternal path of our almighty Narukami Gosho to the distant seas and spreading her name across the lands. Your devoted servant Kujo Takayuki of the Tenryou Commission humbly submits this memorandum. The vision hunt decree proceed without obstacles. O almighty Ogosho, at your mercy and might all delusion waste away. Those who have fled return, and all your people will come the inspections. Indeed, even in their hearts. All Inazuma is at peace thanks to your divine power. So?
I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
Karena baru nyambung. Dari kemarin pertanyaan gua, apa hubungannya Vision Hunt Decree dengan eternalitas ya kan?
So, the Tenryou Commission.
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the
This is a letter from the Tenryou Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are surely. You aren't planning.
So everything I've ever held on to. This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryou rebellion is successfully underway. Yep, let's go.
Hold on,
Yep.
traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct? You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day.
Hello Bang Onje, hello, selamat siang Bang Onje.
If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you. If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens.
Gimana kabarnya Bang
Maybe your
Onje?
prayers will be answered and all
Hari
your
Minggu
problems
ini
will
gimana?
disappear in the
Jalan-jalan
blink of an
kah?
eye. Or if you ever
By the way,
think
thank you
about
udah
me
mampir
during
Bang
your
Onje
journey,
ya.
take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be
Fox Lady.
poking fun at the
I'm sorry. Well then.
Oke, saatnya kita bertemu dengan Raiden. Sini. Oke, let's go. Kita mau infiltrate apa langsung ketemu ini? Mengendap-endap kah? Gak ada mengendap-endap lagi kita. Langsung ketemu langsung.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an but if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but
Okay. Oh, Tenryou tuh langsung di sebelahan ya? Ngapain ini kita? Fuck off.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice. Glory to the Shogun! Whip!
I must. I must withdraw.
Who goes there?
Witness the power of Gugwa. Rain outlines your fate.
Shine down! Inazuma shines eternal!
I must withdraw.
Teach me a lesson.
Storm the front! Strike! Illusion shattered! Everybody stand back!
Get them!
Let me read you a verse.
Allow me.
To oblivion!
Show me what you've got. I must withdraw.
No turning back!
Don't hold back.
Witness the
A
power
word
of Gugwa.
from it.
Rain outlines your fate.
Bested.
Sarah, have you gone insane?
Master.
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the
So this is how my documents
Oh,
went
NPC
missing
doang.
from headquarters. You
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryou Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the
He just came.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no
Aduh, gue dulu
shortage
ya.
of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can the Fatui may think they are using me? But the reverse is true. When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Muso no Hitotachi, pedangnya itu ya. His intention wasn't to betray.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior. Especially the Muso no Hitotachi.
But Master, ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of... But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that you're a hypocrite, preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui...
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know but I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path... So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position. The shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger.
Signora's the one behind all this? Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman.
Oh iya.
We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya. Well, if
Sarah stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barging? You can say. Alright then.
Oke, fight against Sinora dimulai. Nice. Kayak enakan ganti tim kom kayaknya ya, nggak usah bawa siapa kita? Nggak usah bawa Bennett lah ya. Perlu bawa Bennett nggak? Nggak usah bawa Bennett kita. Kita nggak usah bawa Bennett deh. Bawa si Zhongli aja. Nih kita ganti ke Zhongli.
What shall we do?
Oh ini yang kemarin nih. Pada pingsan ya semuanya. Siapa kita bawa ya? Shinchu, Zhongli? Oke lah, Shinchu, Zhongli. Perlu bawa Sarah nggak sebenarnya? Sebenarnya nggak perlu bawa Sarah ya. Tapi buat buff lah, lumayan. Oke, Sinora. Let's go.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market.
Sombong banget.
Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kun?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun. That's ancient history. You that Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary. For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us... You are aware that the Then I will deign to share this last dance with you.
Last dance with you. Oke.
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance?
Harusnya bawa api ya.
As you wish.
Harusnya bawa api ini mah.
This is order.
Bisa nggak disini sang?
Shine down.
Tombaknya si Rosaria itu.
Illusion shattered. Quiver.
Isi dulu barsnya.
Now you shall perish. Let me read you a verse.
Gila, shield Zhongli pecah cuy.
Storm the front. Flash. There is no. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and
Nikah?
tremble, traveler. You have reason to be afraid.
Melt.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place
I
for
will have
transgressors.
order.
Melt lagi.
The pale flame smolders.
Oke. Moth. Like a cocoon. Like a moth. Rebirth from a cocoon. Crimson Witch of Ember. Crimson Witch of Embers.
Stabilize.
Pale flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated. Immolation, a cherished agony. Do you feel it?
Stabilize.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Shield pecah ya, shield Zhongli. Kita perlu up nih shieldnya.
Gather.
Glory to the Shogun! Rain cutter. Shine down.
This is
There's
order.
Naya.
Quiver. There is no escape. Inazuma
Boom.
shines eternal. Oh, must burn!
So strong.
So strong, but how?
Pada nggak tahu ya bahwa dia bukan mortal ya. Anjir. Puppet dia nggak punya emotion. Karena dia mau.
Snezhnayan diplomat, you know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure. The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma.
Gila.
I order you, and you,
Musou no Hitatachi.
filthy rats, all of you. You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Karena dia boneka, dia cuma jalanin perintah kan. Tapi apakah kekuatannya si
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right?
gila langsung kayak gini?
The air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
One hit.
One strike from the Shogun and now Senora's gone. She got what she deserved, but Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache?
Shock.
Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled. Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi,
Pedangnya serem banget.
unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Ini si Ether sama Lumia sendiri
So,
underestimate
Yaimiko wants us to go
dirinya
back
sendiri ya.
inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we should put this plan on hold for a while.
Paimon ketakutan.
The sound of electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent. Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Dan Shukaku. Jir.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
Bisa ngadalin dua elemen. Plane of Euthymia. Duduknya enak banget.
So we meet again.
So we meet again. Suaranya lebih light ya. Yang tadi benar-benar blend dark banget, gak ada emotion.
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity.
Oh.
Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations. A traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. Anyway, you're looking for a chance. So be it. Well then, you
Fight against Raiden.
Solidify!
Your arrival has brought a deafening static.
No turning back! Flash!
Shine down!
I will have order.
Strike dead! You are an enemy that requires special attention. Illusion shattered!
You can
is futile.
Body and mind.
Shine down!
immune. We chose the wrong team composition, I guess.
Lightning falls on the land of eternity.
Solidify!
Salah bawa tim anjir. Salah bawa tim.
Let me leave you a verse. Know my sword.
Missing
Strike
again
dead.
and again.
There is no escape. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. This ends now.
Glory to the Shogun! Time to act.
Strike dead.
Rain outlines your fate.
Order guide you.
Quiver! Witness the power of Gugwa.
You
Salah
are an
bawa
enemy that
tim.
requires special attention.
Solidify!
Strike dead. Illusion shattered.
Strike!
I will have order.
I will mold you into the foundations of eternity.
Quiver! Body and mind.
Inferior.
Maju keras.
Instabilities will be removed.
Yeah. The Vision Hunt decrees force once more, but way to turn may fear before they're still waiting to resist.
Inferior. You are an enemy that requires special attention.
What the? Salah bawa elemen dong. Okay.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, This was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you?
Oh.
Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
People talk.
I hope we can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
People talk. Manjat, pakai manjat lagi.
Shine down. Witness the power of Fuwa. Strike. Rain outlines your fate.
All will be severed.
Order guide you.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Time to let me read your verse.
Stabilize.
Without yearning, all returns to silence.
This is order.
Your verdict is decided. This world, a fleeting shadow.
Rim cutter. Quiver.
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Gila, naiknya jauh banget.
Let me weave you a verse.
Your verdict is decided.
7.000 satu pedang.
Fleeting shadow.
This is order. Crumble.
Rim cutter. No, my sword.
I will have order.
Boom. A fleeting shadow.
Flash. Storm the front. Strike. Witness the power of Guhu.
Witness the power of Guhua.
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow.
Yeah.
My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles.
Gila.
Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity, you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
Anjir, berarti di dalam sini udah lama banget ya.
How long will that take?
As a fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to...
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, but with regards to eternity and the...
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope.
Keluar Toma.
But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
Balik lagi Vision. Masih hidup kah?
So what did you guys do in the Raiden ship? Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished? Oh, gotcha. So maybe the reason Yai Miko is looking for us now.
Oke, selesai juga akhirnya. Sempet ya berarti 2 jam kurang lebih, nggak nyelesainnya 2 jam loh ini dari awal sampai ketemu Lasinora. Ya nggak? Iya, mau 2 jam lebih, 2,5 jam.
Why, hello. If it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you...
You literally told us to come meet you!
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in...
Mm-hmm. Catching up with an old friend I hadn't seen in years was... By the way, I heard that you had a duel before the throne. With a Fatui Harbor, defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your strength... Still, you did end up victorious.
Sure feels good to fight. They caused plenty of trouble along the way, but at the very least, they didn't get their hand.
Wait a second. As in, the little thing that looks something like a chess piece.
Yep, that's the one. You've seen one too? Gnosis belong to the Seven.
Oh.
What's wrong?
I handed that over.
You did what now?
Well, how else was I supposed to save your skin from the Balladeer
Oh,
exactly?
yeah.
The Balladeer is number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. In terms of I'm not the kind of person who risks life and limb for any old reason. After A created her puppet vessel, she no longer had anywhere to put it. As her erstwhile closest friend, A handed it over to me. She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain? Exchanging it for the one at the core of the... Judging by the results, at least, I dare say I struck a good deal.
When you put it like that, Paimon has to agree. The Traveler is worth more than a Gnosis. Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to. As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the...
Oh, kayak kita
What
terakhir
would you
ketemu
like to know
Zhongli ya.
about? That puppet was built with technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form, she took it upon herself to...
So, you mean there are 3 Raiden Shoguns?
No. The prototype was merely a proof of concept. Its appearance and intellect were not based on A. The original plan was for A to simply discard it. But perhaps A thought this to be too... Later, this puppet wandered Inazuma as an ordinary human male with his own consciousness. Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis.
Anjir.
And the It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence or destiny? I'm surprised an outlander like you is aware that there was once a change of Electro Archon.
Morat's told us. He said that the Electro Archon Ball has passed away.
Yes. The truth of the matter is that there were two twin gods, Baal and Biel.
Twin gods?
They won the Archon War together, and when Baal established the shogunate, Beelzebul became her Kagemusha, or Shadow Warrior. In other words, she acted as Baal's body double. Beelzebul is A, with whom we are now both acquainted. Baal's name was Makoto. As far as the world was aware, there were not two, but one. They complemented each other, and they ruled Inazuma jointly.
Makanya kehilangan ya. Ini kayak twin ya. Mereka berdua antara Ball sama si Bill. Antara A sama si Makoto.
In fact, the name Ball and the title of Raiden Shogun was understood to refer to both of them. Right
Hello. Thank you udah mampir. Siapa kegerangan? Absen dulu ya.
Until what?
Makoto died several hundred years ago in a war that I was not personally involved in. Since then, A has assumed the
Losing her sister must have been super hard on A.
That was when A began to change. Makoto was her greatest loss.
Berarti Raidenya kuat banget sampai bisa Archon aja ada yang tumbang.
Paimon feels like she understands A lot better now after finding that out. So what kind of god was Makoto?
I didn't spend a great deal of time with her, but my impression was she was a gentle god, who in each moment cherished the beauty of what was before.
Wow.
Sorry, I haven't a clue. But if you still have doubts about A, I would say not only does she not fit your description, but she voluntarily gave up her gnosis long ago, severing her
Jadi
ties with
Archon yang
Celestia
menyerahin
in the
gnosis itu
process.
menyerahkan memutus talinya hubungannya terhadap Celestia ya berarti ya.
That's good to hear. Otherwise, given that I'm her familiar, it could have made our relationship rather awkward.
Don't worry, we aren't looking to...
As for your sister's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. I'll let you know if I find out anything. Consider after leaving Inazuma,
Ooh, Sumeru!
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never ending. But their obsession gives rise to some truly inexplicable things. In Sumeru, knowledge is holistically managed as a...
Knowledge is...
Yes. I don't know whether it was the sages or Lesser Lord Kusanali who came up with the...
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you all the best. After leaving Ina's... Yes, well, but their obsession gives rise to some true... In Sumeru, knowledge is holistic...
Knowledge is...
Yes.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh,
Kusanali ya berarti nama Archonnya.
Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too.
Kusanali, next
Are you
Archon.
sure? Okay, keep it safe. There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. I see. But that is merely a... Your ambition should be something that transcends the world below and the starry sky above. So perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you. Continue on your journey, and maybe...
Let's go, selesai. Berarti selesai ya yang chapter Inazuma. Omnipresence over mortal. Berarti kita bisa ngelawan si Sinora ya. What? Oh, ada questnya juga. Oke, kita mau lawan Sinora dulu deh. Kita mau ambil hak kita ini ya. Mana sih Sinora? Nih dia. Lawan Sinora berarti kurang lebih sama kan? Kita perlu materialnya.
You're trembling. Is it the cold or just cowardice?
Order guard you.
Illusion shack. Ha! Now you shall perish. Detestable.
Solidify.
Shine down. Ring cutter. Glory to the
Lagunya
Shogun.
kayak lagu-lagu ini. Berasa banget dinginnya ya.
Stabilize.
Oke, ambil dulu untuk Mars.
There is no escape.
This is order.
Illusion shattered.
Oke.
Gather.
Quiver. Inazuma shines eternal.
Ah, hilang.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Gather. I will have order.
No turning back. Strike. There is no escape. Witness the power of Gugwa. Who dares? Rain outlines your fate. A witch! Not even
Stabilize.
ashes will remain. Quiver! Shine down. Now you shall perish. Oh, my burn! I never asked for redemption.
Never. Ah, jelek. Oke. Dapet dong. Cuma dapat 2. Berarti cuma bersih doang kita bisa naikin ya hari minggu ini. Bersih bisa kita naikin ke level 9 berarti nanti. Oh, azan. Bunga. Udah, bisa naik 2 level. Sekarang kita cari kali. Oke, sekarang kita ke udah. Taking photos. Iya.
It is time, Morax. We settle this now.
Illusion shattered!
Rim cutter! Storm the front! Flash!
Solidify.
Ha! There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Strike!
Stabilize.
Body and mind.
Stabilize.
Illusion shattered!
Today, you witness your reckoning.
There is no escape!
I will have order.
No turning back! Let me leave you a breath. Rain outlines your fate.
Solidify. Crumble.
Quiver!
Illusion shattered! Torn to oblivion!
There is no atonement.
Order guide.
You stand upon your tomb, though you know it not. Come.
There is no escape!
Experience an eon of suffering.
Glory to the Rain cutter! Huh? Flash!
Shine down!
Stabilize.
Strike! Let me weave you a verse. No turning back!
Dust. Stabilize.
I will have order.
Ha! There is no escape! Ha!
Solidify.
Rain cutter! Know my sword! Glory to the show!
Inazuma shines eternal!
More axe.
Dapat lagi. Dapat kok ambilan. Nice. Minggu ini bagus banget ini. Dapat 2 Dream Solvent. Bisa buat ayah kayaknya ya. Coba kita lihat. Apa lagi sih? Oke, Expedition Reward. Perlu nggak ya kita jalannya si Kujo Sarah? Perlu lah ya. Kujo Sarah jalan begini lumayan itu. Satu, kita naikin 1 dulu. By the way, oke deh, ini semua Aing mau udahan dulu. Thank you buat teman-teman yang udah mau mampir. Thank you udah segala macam supportnya, like, share, and subscribe-nya. Ya, itu dari gua. Jangan lupa jaga kesehatan, jaga terus protokol kesehatan, dan sukses selalu buat teman-teman semua. See you next time, and insya Allah kita ketemu lagi di esok hari di waktu yang sama, kurang lebih jam 1. Enggak deh, kita besok malam aja kali ya live-nya ya, sekitar jam 8 malam. Sekian dari gua, terima kasih.